Welcome back into another crypto predictive programming show with Spaceman 2.0. Today is January 3rd. It's a full moon. Named Pump Day? No, it's not. I was wrong. Sorry about that. It is called a wolf moon. Howl up at the wolf. Howl up at the moon like a wolf. Okay, and today is also a super moon. This full moon is also a super moon occurring when the moon is at or near its closest point to Earth. Perigee, making it appear larger and brighter than usual. The peak illumination occurred, and though it appeared full in the days before and after, the wolf moon was the fourth consecutive supermoon in 2025-2026, following the harvest, beaver, and cold moons. Okay, so I was wrong about the hump pump moon, but it could be for us to see some cryptos being pumped if we're in good favor. So that being said, I'm in the flow at work. Found this. Let me bring it home. Took a look at the full moon last night through that, and it was amazing. And lo and behold, what else did I find at work? Look at that. This is a globe. And what you're watching behind here is the dark part of the moon, dark side of the moon, transformers. And you're seeing it. Okay, and right now there's fireworks going off in the background. Now, lo and behold, I'm looking through some DVDs I got. I'm going to go through that another night. And we're also going to get into, as well, the best special effects master, Stanley Kubrick. Back in the day. 1969 is when this movie is supposed to take place.
Of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4,
11 is on the way, riding that photo plane from the Saturn V out there 250,000 miles away, where the moon is waiting for man's first arrival.
2 years go for landing, over. 2.5 down. Big down.
Maybe he gets all those pock marks from the transformer machines crashing in.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Once again, about to turn blue. We're breathing again.
Perhaps 400 million persons are watching this broadcast today of the greatest event in our time and one of the great events of all recorded history.
I'm at the foot of the ladder. And there's this off the land now. That's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Are we good? So you know me, let's plug that in. One giant leap for mankind. One of the main sayings that has ever been said since 1969. What can it possibly mean in gematria? Global currency reset? Simulation theory? Or what to do with XRP? The return of the king. Okay, now watch this part. They're walking up on the spaceship that crash landed on the moon. Look at that. What do you see there? Same as that. Proton power. Look at that, proton power. So they're showing you walking up towards protons hidden in plain sight. So the premise of the astronauts going to the moon that day was actually to get to the dark side of the moon and see the crash landing of this ship and get inside and I guess figure it out. So this thing is pretty cool. This perfect circular globe, but of the moon. Sorry, it's not so clear. There's some craters made by the transformer ship. And you see how it has all the dark parts? And then the light part? Well, could it be that why can you see through the moon in the daytime? Could it be that it's made of plasma? I bet you Stanley Kubrick is rolling over in his grave, basically seeing how it's so easy for these guys to make movie magic these days and make it seem as if it's actually happening.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Pulls out the top secret mission they have to go on. More Stanley Kubrick magic. Extravehicular. Phoenix Rising. Get back into the Phoenix Operator Owner Manual, one of the Phoenix journals, to help us understand our instructions for this time on the planet. And speaking of the plasma moon, and I just showed you, get on BitChute, check out the plasma moon, true flat earth map and model. Okay? Flat Earth Nations. Check it out. And basically you're going to see how what I just showed you on the globe, this 1960s Rand McNally model, very rare. See the dark parts? See, I can already say that's Lumeria there. But let's just take a look. That's the Pangea, or extra terra forma. Can that be what these dark parts are of the moon? That's why you can see through the moon, because it's a reflection of the Earth. You always see the same face. That would make sense why you always see the same face if it's a reflection of the Earth's map. So just like when you look at it through a telescope, it actually gets flipped, something like this, but a little bit different. Then you got to see how it is. We're on a quarter of the full circle. It takes 26,000 years to go around this full circle as our North Pole changes according to their true north in the center of this circle that we see. With that being said, if you hold on to any, I wouldn't suggest you sell, but maybe hold.
De style holding, où le canot est à nid longé. Fliegt Swawish.
Here's New Lot. It's Albedonen.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.